Hello, Cyric. Interesting. Good morning, Dakota. Good morning, Cloudy. Interesting. Morning, Quanta, Ciela, Mockingbirds, Cat Horse. What's up? Okay, so that's our new gimmick for the map. That should be fun. Good morning, Darth Tyron. Man, not me, Mockingbirds. I'm just kidding. I'm just terrified. This dungeon... I mean, puzzles in general in this game, but God, this is going to be horrible, whatever this is. Alright, so... how about... God, nope. How the hell? Yeah, I need to get it on that angle, but how the hell do I get it on that angle? I could just start trying angles randomly, see what happens. I'm pretty much officially at the I'll take advice phase, by the way, if anybody wants to jump in. What happens if I hit it? Oh, okay, hang on. Never mind, I got this. Didn't actually realize I could move it like that. That's it? That didn't do anything, though. Okay. Because they don't actually work that way, Mockingbirds, that's why. That's the simplest answer to your question. Okay, so... what's the point, though? Like, why bother with this? Not now! Oh god. So what does this do, though? Oh, it raises it up? Okay, so... in that case I need to do... come on. Thank you very, very much, Cat Horse. I always appreciate those bits and those donations. Thank you. I know how rough weeks can be. Trust me. Hopefully... I mean, we've gone through 3 games this week, so... we've hit a little bit of a gamut. Okay, there's 993. Well, yes, that's true, Mockingbirds, but, I mean, do you freak out and have an existential crisis every time you go out to drive to the grocery store? And you're probably thinking, what? That's completely different. No, it isn't. Driving is really dangerous. And people die and are horribly mangled from it all the time. With far more frequency than transporter accidents happen. I mean, at a certain point, it's just kind of mundane, you know? In fact, actually, probably a better parallel would be flying. There have been plane accidents and plane crashes. They're pretty horrific, and they lead to some pretty terrible stuff. They're also incredibly infrequent. So... not sure what the existential crisis is here exactly? Jump to the elevation thing. See an elevation thing I can jump to, Lord Harriman. Okay, I can't go that way because death. Oh, that didn't even occur to me, Maze. Okay, so let's do this again. Oop. Uh-oh. Get out. Get out. Did it work? Did I get it? It did. Okay. Run! Okay, we made it. Oh, you're talking about the whole destroys you when you transport thing. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. That's not how it works. Let's just establish that. I don't care what YouTube video you've watched. In Star Trek, they do not delete you and then make a new you every time you transport. That is not how the tech works. The hell? Okay, so... honestly, Cyric, I'm really, really tempted to just go ahead and start using a guide. As I've said, my investment in this game's already kind of gone, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you very, very much, Cielo. I do, as ever, and always appreciate. Thank you very, very much. And I will put Cielo's thing. Hang on. There we go. 2-star Ocean 2. And I will put those bits towards MechWarrior. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Thank you, both of you, very, very much for your support, as always. But yeah, now here's the thing. You're probably thinking, well, hang on. How does it not kill you and reproduce you? The answer is unfortunately quite mundane. The answer is because they say it doesn't. The hard reality here is that the transporter was invented to save money. It never would have been used if at any point in time the creators were like, wait a second, this kills you every time you go through it. This could be chopped down to either maybe not really a familiarity with technology, because, I mean, this was invented in the 60s, or maybe it's just that the scientists at the time felt like there was a way to do that without actually deleting the copy every time you go through. But either way, the intent and design is and always has been to transport, not to copy-paste, which is a distinction. And that's just how that is. Even the books go into that, which is funny when you think about it. There's a part of Federation, which is still one of my favorite books, the Star Trek stuff, where they talk about, where Cochrane is like, oh my god, you just killed me, and she's like, no, it's matter transfusion, not matter, duplication. She's like, oh, or he's like, oh, okay. Well, that's a little different then. Well, let's see what this does, because I'm not sure what this will do. I missed. That has happened exactly once, Lord Harriman. And even then, it was pretty unique circumstances. And nobody was aware of it either. Until years later when they went back on a routine mission and found the duplicate. Why is this not hitting? I don't understand why that's not hitting. Whatever. Okay. Oh, you're right. I have to shoot here, don't I? Oh, okay. Sure, Mockingbird, sure. The creators of Star Trek, across 30 years, have all collectively decided to lie about randomly murdering people in their Star Trek show. Sure, Mockingbirds. No. I mean, if you want to headcanon it, there's nothing that anybody has any power to stop you from doing that. So you can headcanon all you want. But, no. What are you doing, game? What are you doing? Stop it. Okay. Yeah, the plot actually got started. The charged waiver. I don't know what that will do, but sure. Hi, Octaft. Now, if you want to discuss the possible ramifications of a theoretical scenario in which transporting replaces you every time you use it, yeah, sure. I mean, first of all, it's a nightmarish hellscape of death and doom. It's the first problem. Second of all, that's Warhammer 40k at that point. Of course it's timed. Sure if I got these angles right. Okay, I did. Okay. Room 1 done. Oh my god. I don't care, Zacteft. It's whatever to me. No, Warhammer doesn't have teleporters, but have you seen how warp travel works in Warhammer 40k? It's a thing. I'll give you a hint. Hundreds, if not thousands of people die every time they go from point A to point B. So yeah, that's... I can't move! Oh my god, there we go. This isn't kind of boring or anything. God damn it. But yeah, the webway is different. I don't know what the Tau do. The Tau don't have faster than light speed. Raise eyebrow. I don't care. Nobody cares about the Tau anyways, right? So they're what? The size of a single star? Like, I'm sorry. It's just... You know how long it takes to go between stars without warp travel of any kind? Give you a hint. It's a long freaking time. Oh my god. We're back. Actually, funnily enough, hyperspace is probably one of the best designed faster-than-light systems I've ever seen, at least in the EU. They threw some of those rules out the window in the AU, but in the EU, it's kind of brilliant. So hyperspace is another dimension. And that other dimension just kind of works the way it does. Here's the thing. If you run into... So real-life objects cast shadows into hyperspace, right? That's what you usually refer to as a mass shadow. The more the mass... It's actually specifically related to gravity. So the more gravity, the more of a mass shadow you cast. Hang on just a second. I'm lost here, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I guess I can go down? I can go down. Okay. Anyways. So that means if you hit a mass shadow in hyperspace, you are pasted. You're just gone. That means you need to avoid mass shadows, especially of certain size. Now, pretty much every hyperspace system has a built-in limiter that pretty much says the moment you get near or detect a mass shadow, it immediately shoves you right out of hyperspace. Emergency sends you out. Now that's painful and damaging, but at least you won't die horribly, right? Hi, Loner. Now, if you don't get it, what that does is that brilliantly ensures that you can't just hyperspace anywhere at any time for any reason, which is a big thing you need to do with your FTL, otherwise you have the Star Trek problem. Technically yes, Mr. Red, but effectively no, is the answer to your question. So, like, for example, in Star Trek, there is really no reason why a Starfleet vessel should not be able to effectively fight at warp. Warp, warp, shoot, warp, warp, shoot, warp, warp, shoot. When you can go faster than light, you can do what are effectively micro jumps, and just kind of avoid combat. Real-life scientists have actually figured out the idea behind the concept of... what do they call that? It's like mutual combat. Basically, you cannot force another ship into combat unless you yourself are also accepting of the combat. Obviously, they can't have that on Star Trek, so they just kind of ignore that because the writers don't want to deal with it. But I'm getting off topic. In Star Wars, you can't do that. A micro jump is amazingly dangerous to do, especially if you're already near a planet. It also means that you've pretty much invented hyperlanes without actually doing it. There's not literally lanes that are, through hyperspace that you can go through. Instead, it's more along the lines of there are paths that are safe through the various gravitational effects that are going throughout the galaxy, which you can then go through and be safe in and travel through, right? Especially since you're trying to get to a specific destination, which is not a safe place to be, because by definition, it is someplace that has a mass shadow, so you're probably going to a planet or a system. Yeah, exactly. There's not literal lanes, there's metaphoric lanes. That also gives you the opportunity of hyperspacing without using a lane. It's just much more dangerous. And it also effectively establishes intergalactic highways. That's why there's those major trade routes that go up and down the eastern axis, if you've ever seen the map. I feel like there's a yes to that, Loner. And I'm trying to remember which movie it is. It's one of the older ones. Blade Runner, maybe? I don't know. It's one of them. It's Blade Runner or Alien, one of the two. What else? There's some other aspects of hyperspace that are well designed, and I can't remember them right now. Please forgive me. I've already lost track because I'm trying to solve puzzles while discussing the lore of hyperspace. I'm good at multitasking. I'm not that good. And yeah, also, that's a good point. So, hyperspace travel is effectively something that you can't be tracked in. Not going to comment on the sequel trilogy, I'm just pointing out, you can't really track someone through hyperspace because it just doesn't work that way. At the same time, however, you can judge the general idea of where someone is going to come in or out of hyperspace, and you can lay a trap for them. That's one of the reasons the hyperlanes thing is so important. You can also do the interdiction thing. That's why interdictors were so important. They project a chunk of gravity, effectively generating a gravitic bubble within a cone in front of them. And that can prevent you from entering hyperspace because even though it's artificial gravity, it is still gravity to the extent where it is still casting the mass shadow, which means not only is your drive not going to engage, but even if you override the gauge manually, it is still going to smash you into this hyperspace shadow, and you're going to be super, super dead. And of course, that can be used to pull someone out of hyperspace, too. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's super overpowered then. Well, no. Because that is one ship projecting one cone. You have to know pretty precisely where to aim that in order for that to be effective. It's actually more effective at preventing someone from entering hyperspace than, as in you already have the ship, you put the cone on their face, than it is for pulling someone out. If you're pulling someone out, you pretty much need to know within a trillionth of a percent of exactly where they're coming out of it. Okay, it didn't do anything. Alien does have FTL, it just has a weird FTL. I discovered this when I was researching it for the Rumination. They don't actually discuss how it works, but they do actually mention the math of how long certain trips take, and they're using real-life stars in those calculations. So, if you just do a little math, and I did for the Rumination, you can see that they are, in fact, going faster than light. It's just not by much. It's effectively slow FTL. Yeah, exactly, Dakota. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Red, as always. I do very much appreciate. Thank you very, very much. I mean, you're going to have to watch the Rumination at this point, Loner. I don't remember the math off the top of my head. I don't have my notes in front of me. Hang on, hang on. Okay, here we go. So, let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, where is it? Okay, so the star system that they go to in Alien is 33 light years from Earth, which would take a really, really, really long time to reach without some kind of FTL. Yet they mention in the movie, making me look this up, they mention in the movie that it's going to take them, oh, they're not even going to say, do they? It's like 37 months, something like that. Of course, they don't mention it in this thing. They mention it's going to take a few, like within the range of a year or two to reach it. That's why they use cryotubes. Well, it's one of the two reasons they use cryotubes, because it is still a long trip. It's just, it's not in the hundreds of years range. Instead, it's just a year or two. They also go into cryosleep to reduce the need for everything, because those ships are not actually designed for living on. So they have limited food, limited air, limited water, limited entertainment. So they do have some kind of FTL that, to my knowledge, they never discuss. At least they didn't for Alien. And put this here. Mr. Red, G7, DBZ, Kakarot, which I keep seeing spelled differently. Every time I see it spelled differently. But anyways, do we have FTL in real life? No. We absolutely do not. Okay, I didn't. Yeah. Wow. No, I can't move the grates at all. I can only I can only shoot them within this ice area here. There. Now I need to get... It's not gonna work though. God dang it. Oh. God damn it. That is frustratingly simple. Now the hard part. Hi, Crazy Norse. Yeah, if this is just a rumination game, I just have the walkthrough up, go through the puzzle, walkthrough, puzzle, walkthrough, puzzle, to get through it back as fast as I possibly can. Yeah, we'll do this. Hello, White Crow. Enjoy the loiking. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that. I could just do that. Thank you very, very much, Grey Hunter 4. As always, I do appreciate those subs. Thank you. See you around, Grey Hunter 4. Great way to wake up. Alright, do the hardest puzzles in the game. Okay. I got this. For certain definitions of the word. Yeah, the shield duration actually has a reticule that ticks down clockwise, which is nice. Oh yeah, Crazy Norse, definitely. I stand by what I said on Twitter, though. If you're just interested in... if you have the financial capacity to support developers who actually give a damn about their product, this is a good game to buy. Just to support them. I don't regret the purchase, you know what I mean? I don't like the game. Yes, the website is in fact updated, Zucktaft. Shockingly, I know. Okay, so that's gonna go... But that just... Okay, hang on. Let's see what happens. Let's just do an experiment. Ah. Okay. That's not what I thought would happen, so... Good to know. Is that timed? That is timed, because of course it is. How the hell do I get that up there? I mean, I bought Witcher 3 just to support those devs, although ironically I don't support the company, but I definitely support the devs. So, you know, whatevers at that point. Cheats? I mean, I gotta look it up the solution. That would effectively be cheating at this point. There's not really cheats at the phase I'm at, though. So I can get it down, but I don't know how to get it up. I've actually bought Witcher 3 twice. I have the Switch version, which is still in its wrapping. I, in fact, never planned to play it. And then there's the PC one. A purchase I regret making for the show. Octopath Traveler, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Anthem. Actually, I don't regret Anthem. It was good to go through that and really go into a nitty-gritty on exactly how terrible it is. Yeah, I'm pretty supportive of Larian, so I would kind of agree with you on that one. Whoops. No, I didn't. And I never will. Anthem could have been great, but it wasn't. It was total garbage. Technically one of the worst games I've ever reviewed. I don't know why I'm saying technically. I think it has the current record for the worst game I've ever reviewed. Until we get to Red Hell Retribution, and we'll see if that surpasses it. It might, because Anthem still had, I think, 1 positive. Maybe 2. I'm not sure there will be any positives for Red Hell Retribution. Yeah, we're also going to review Fallout 76 at some point. That'll be an interesting review. What's it about? Do me a favor, Cathorse. If you have the time sometime, go Google, or excuse me, go YouTube Lore Runner Ride to Hell Retribution Lore Run. Because I did actually do a lore run on that game. It's probably the best lore run I've ever done. I don't mean that facetiously. Titanfall 2 I'm looking forward to. I almost spoiled, well, I did actually spoil part of it for myself, because I was watching a speedrun of it, and the speedrun was awesome, but then I had to stop watching the speedrun. I think I'm going to have to reset the room. I don't know how to fix those blocks, so let's see what happens when we reset. Okay, it does save partial progress. That's good to know. Okay, so Wong. I low-runned it, Mockingburns. We actually beat the game. I can actually say I've beaten Ride to Hell Retribution. I don't think a lot of people can say that. No, it's okay, Zach Taft. I'll just get my own copy. Okay. And then, alright, so then we do lightning. And we do not do lightning. We need just like ice or something. Can I just pick it up? Is that a thing I can do? No, of course not. How do I get that angle? Oh, duh. God, it's even outlined for me. How many floors does this freaking place have? The Skyclaw, I think, Mark and Burns. I don't know, I've got the Pillar of Iron, I've got the Skyclaw, I've got the Hammer. And the Atma. Those are my main ships. I mean, I have more ships than that, Maze, but... Oh, you mean 6 floors, gotcha. Sorry. Multiple things at once. We seek the ultimate experience. Yet our means have been restricted. Obstacles have been placed, limiting our true potential. True creative freedom was what we required. Oh my god. So if that's true, so we've got 2, then probably... God dang it. I don't want to fight you. I especially don't want to fight a giant rhino tank. FF7 reference. This guy's got some health. Look at that. I'm hitting in the 10,000 range. 13,000. So anyways, as I was saying, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So somewhere in the 13 to 15 range of things. Oh my god, I don't think I should be able to stand here, but I'm not complaining. Aw. Actually, Watchdog Legions look pretty legit. I'm actually legitimately interested in it. Oh, you mean... Oh my god. You mean this? Sure. Ah, okay. Oh god, Hellgate London. There's a disappointing game. Sheesh. Well, that one worked. You know what? I am in a sufficient hurry. I will take it. We seek the ultimate experience. Thank you, Rusty. And thus we broke free of our chains, obliterated all the obstacles, obtained the creative freedom we deemed necessary. Finally, we could give shape to everything our mind had to offer. Next. This is my shocked face. I appreciate it, Rusty. It doesn't even count as cheating. I was admittedly in... Oh, what the hell is that? I was in the beta for Hellgate, so I kind of got an early peek of exactly how it wasn't working. Oh, it's the dice dude. I remember him. No. No escape for you. I mean, I have a weird feeling he's actually going to be the last boss, not Sidwell, which would make sense, because he's the encounter designer. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Right. And who's going to be the last boss of a video game? The director? Or the person who invents the encounters? Looking at you, Star Ocean 3. Although in that case it was basically the admin, but whatever. Really wish they wouldn't just flat out go in vuln when you put them in half health, but that's a problem a lot of games have. Like, I would have to think about RPGs that don't make that mistake. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, it's not just to regen, it's to get my elemental focus back so I have full elemental focus when I actually need it. Since doing this and vulning them actually takes a lot of my elemental energy to do. Nah, go ahead, Lord Aramont. I don't mind. It is probably one of the best lore runs I have ever done. The only ones that would compete with that would be like the biggies, like the WoW lore run. Yeah, exactly, Kira White Noise. If I'm high enough level, good enough at the game, or quick enough, let me beat the enemy. Don't suddenly lock their HP at half. Lots of RPGs do that. It's really frustrating. Well, we are officially halfway through this encounter. This is exactly what I mean. I praise these developers, and I do. I did it on Twitter even. I praise these developers. I praise the attention to detail. I praise their work and effort. God damn it, every single part of this game has Dragon Age 2 syndrome just built into it. Everything takes so long to do, and you have to do it so many times. Whoops, wrong one. Dragon Age 2 syndrome specifically refers to a situation in which the core gameplay is actually good, but is repeated to the point where it's actually aggravating. It looks like we actually don't have to do a full second rotation. That's good. That's something. But it is specifically the repetition, oh right, that destroys something in a Dragon Age 2 syndrome. Because the whole point is it has to be good, but it also has to be so repetitive that it stops being good, and you just get tired of it. So named because Dragon Age 2's combat is good. So... The problem is, there's no real depth to it, and you do it way, way too much. We seek the ultimate experience. However, just as we reach the creative freedom required to operate it, with a heavy heart, we realize something else was amiss. The source of the experience, a player to enjoy it. Ding. Still not the level I'm supposed to be for entering this dungeon, by the way. Yeah, exactly, Carolinas. Just moving through... Just going through the terrain can be irritating in Dragon Age 2. Because it's like, alright, fight a wave of smugglers, and then 3 more waves of them. Gotham, you can't be serious. Oh god, is this it? Is this the big one? I mentioned that there's apparently one really tough puzzle, and this looks like it. God, okay, well... Okay. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, so I need to shoot it up, freeze this, freeze that, in time for that. Electrify this at some point? Yes, it did, Spartan. I was gonna say, this looks like every puzzle mechanic they've used so far. We've got the electric, we've got the magnets, we've got the bolts, we've got the water globules, we've got the fans, we've got ice chunks, we've got the pillars which have to be ignited, we have the speed up vectors, we have the warp spots, we have the disable spots. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Yeah, no jumping, which is good. Everything's on the same level. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna see what happens here. Okay, so it's actually fine. Why, Cyric? Oops. Okay. Apparently I can't aim straight up. It is actually is astonishingly hard to aim at one of the cardinal directions with this. At least for me. But we all know how much I suck. So that could just be me. Okay, up. Said it's that one. Okay, so that's gonna bounce. Then I need it over here. Bounce. And then I'm gonna need it down here. It's gonna go there. And it's gonna hit here. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. There it is. So I need that to go over here. Which then I need it to go. I was too slow. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with it. I probably will never actually figure out what's wrong with it. I can tell you one thing. The fact that I have to start the entire puzzle over if I screw up is not endearing me to this one, but that's to be expected. Did it bounce yet? Okay, it bounced. Do this. What we need to do is wait a few minutes. Okay. Did it work, though? It did work. Okay, so hang on, pause. I need to collect my thoughts for just a second. Okay, so I'm going to have to hit the Steam one next. Should be relatively easy. Yeah. Just reiterate that one. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do this. To unlock that one. Get rid of that. Wait, no! Apparently I didn't want to get rid of that. So hang on, so it would go like... Oh, I have to get rid of it the second loop. Okay, okay, hang on, hang on. Now I want you to imagine this, except the ball that's moving is moving like, I don't know, 5 times faster. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Crap, 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 crap. I'm too slow. Thank you very much, Mega DA. Always appreciate. Thank you, sir. I'll put that towards Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. I do hope you enjoy the rooms as they come out. Because I did. Although I'm still going to complain about them because there's no such thing as a perfect movie. Right. Come here. A little close. It's lowrunner.com. I don't know what the command is for the website. I'm not sure I have one. Stay open. Thank you. Thank you, Zeeksy, very, very much. Give me just a moment, please. I do appreciate the sub. Oh, my God. Okay. And I am very thankful for it. Thank you, Zeeksy, as always. If you know what you'd like to put that towards, please let me know. Okay. Or as far as I've gotten, thank you, Zeeksy. As always. I will jot that one down. I'll lead into what you want to put it towards yet. Okay. I wish I could save state right here, right? Since I don't even know what's next. Okay, so it has to go there. Which means I need to be in here. Do I need to hold it? I do. Okay, so I can just hold this. And then I need to be over there. Quickly, 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 quickly! Ah! No! What's the angle? There's the angle. Okay. Found the angle. Now to start all over again. So, if you don't mind my asking, Zeeksy, why are you picking my choice? Since there are several potential reasons why you'd be doing that. Okay, so then I get... Yep, okay, so then I'm going to get out. And then, yep, I'm going to do that. And then we have the final section. I should probably have this ready to go before I get up here. So I'm going to have to stand on that. And then I'm going to have to do this in this direction. Oh, it's already set up. And then that will go there, and that'll be done. Okay, so that's everything. You just sub to support, so you don't like anything I do, and you hate me, and that's what I should put you down for. Got it. Let's see. Let's put that down under just supporting show. There we go. So don't care. Just supporting show, because that is actually an option. Just supporting show. It's the second least chosen option so far, but it is an option. I mean, anything's an option as long as it's within reason. Okay. So if you go to the website, Mockingbirds, you guys fund what I stream. So there's a whole list. There's technically 3 lists, but there is a list on the website where you can look at it and be like, hey, and that is the list of games that are currently in the list for funding. Runs don't happen unless you guys fund them. Well, so far the options you guys have given SSE White Crow are because you want me to play something I'm actually interested in, because you like the customer service angle that I use, you don't care what I stream, you like everything I stream. You don't care what I stream, you dislike everything I stream. There's nothing that actually interests you in the list. You didn't check the list, or you were too lazy to check the list. You just couldn't decide, and you just want to support the show. Those are our 8 options so far. This is going to sound weird, but this might be my favorite puzzle in the whole dungeon, right here. I'm not even joking. I kind of like this one. The only thing I don't like about it is you have to do the whole thing over again if you screw up anything. Like, it'd be nice if there was some way to do checkpoints, but obviously that doesn't really work with the format. Oh, I was too slow. Like that, for example. It'd be nice if I could just, you know, be like, well, I've gotten up to the fire step. Can I just move forward? I mean, this is one of the reasons I do these kind of polls, White Crow. I do want to know why you guys put things towards dealer's choice. There's a lot of possible variety there. And obviously I want to know as much as I can about you guys. I think I'm committed to the new philosophy of just being the dictator. More. Probably did that way too early, but we'll find out in a second. Oh, nope, we're okay, we're okay. Thank you, Mockingbirds. I do, as always, appreciate those subs. Thank you. Now, you've probably heard me say this 3 times in the last 10 minutes. What would you like to put that towards? Ruiner, you got it. A game I don't remember anything about, but we'll see when we get there what it is. I don't even know what genre it is off the top of my head. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oop. Oh, God. Knock these out. Knock these out. Line that up. Let this bounce the first time. Damn it, Sakaki! You're just trying to... You guys are literally just trying to make me fail this puzzle, aren't you? Thank you, Sakage. I do very much appreciate your sub. Thank you. Now, did you already answer the streamer choice question? Hang on. Sakage. Nope. Sakage, do you mind telling me why it is you're putting that towards dealer's choice? Okay, so bounce, destroy. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Okay, so now... Get ready for this phase. I gotta shoot up. Ready, 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 and go! And get out of the way. Get this ready. Move up here. Get this ready. Not yet, not yet. It's going to speed up. I just saw that. It's going to speed up. You see it right there? Right at the end, too. Go, go, go. And done. Didn't look it up. We seek the ultimate experience. Yet all we found was misery day after day. The lifeless shells of players flowing through the worlds we created. Devoid of joy, far from the experience we desired. Over time we realized in dismay that our creations turned into bland routine. So do you mind, like, quantifying that as a specific reason why you're putting it towards dealer's choice? Like, you don't care about the list, or you didn't check the list, or you hate me, you think I'm terrible, just you want to stab me in the face. I mean, what's the reasoning here? He is not an AI. He is a person. That's Gotham. And based on his facial animation that we saw earlier, I'm pretty sure he's cracked. So, final boss. This should be fun. That's not the final boss. That's not the final boss. You lied to me, game. Oh, I can't knock him over the edge. Yes, this is the final boss. An elevator encounter. God, I hope not. Like, elevator encounters aren't the worst, but, I mean... You know... Well, like there's a time limit associated with it, and if you manage to run out the time and just survive, you can just peace out. I don't think I've ever seen that. Eye itch, or nose itch, cheek itch. Okay, we're good, we're good. Can I not? I can't go over the edge myself. No wonder I could knock them over the edge. The most climactic elevator encounter in a game? Either TMNT right towards the end. You know the one. Or one of the ones in Chrono Trigger. I'd have to think about that. Unless there's another one I can't even think of. Oh wait, no. FF14! Nobody's gonna get that unless they've actually played FF14, but... Now see, that to me sounds like you're picking something that nothing in the list interests you. So I'm going to put you in the nothing in list category. Which is our second biggest category, by the way. Yeah, that's the one, Asdalin. That's the one. That frickin' elevator. I timed it one time. The amount of time each encounter cutscene was, and oh my god. Like, we meme and joke, but no, it really is a very, very long period of time. I also did some math, just because I was bored, on how deep the facility would have to go underground in order to support going south at an angle for how long it does. It was something like 3 or 4 kilometers underground. I forget the exact numbers. I was just doing it one time because I was bored. Hi, Adam. Yeah, though, this looks like a final boss area. We seek the ultimate experience. You know, I feel like I've heard you say that before. And everything changed when we met you. Once an empty vessel, a caged bird. Now back again, whole and free. Filled with boundless resourcefulness, born out of hope. You are the one, the player we desired. And thus, the ultimate experience shall begin! Oh my god, that's a lot of health bars. Okay. Just gonna watch for a minute. One down. You gonna start breaking the terrain again? Yes, you are. You know, you don't have to break the terrain when you're fighting me, dude. I'm just saying, there's other options. I mean, I'm down with terrain mattering in an encounter. In fact, I think there should be more encounters like that. It's the player we desired. You, Yeah, 14 health bars to go. Through a barrage of vibrating bullets. Oh, this looks like fun. Whoop! Apparently he's not going to stop doing this until I hit him. That's okay. Oh, you want me to do this, don't you, game? Doesn't really occur to me to ranged attack in this game. Funnily enough. fail at both. Whoops. Come on, game. Be a little cautious for a minute. Through swirls of burning fire. Hello. And Elemental Overlord. And by Overlord, I mean Overload. Poke, 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 poke. I'm glad you liked it, Spartan. It is good to hear that, even though I apparently screwed up on something. I'm not even sure what, because, I mean, I recorded that months ago, and I don't remember what's being referred to. This one. I think about that for a second. Oh, yeah, it was the Ant-Man Spider-Man thing, that's it. I don't remember what my issue was, though. What did I say? This should be fun. Yeah, this is a long boss fight. Damn. No. Give me the thing. Cover elemental for a bit. No, yeah, that makes perfect sense, Spartan. I have no idea why I would say otherwise, but then again, like I said, I recorded that months ago. Actually, at this point, I recorded that over a year ago. So I have no idea what my point was. No, let's not even bother. Let's just use a simple one, this one. Next. This should be a fun one. Oh, right. Of course, Thunder's faster. This better be the last boss. How long is? We're not even halfway through this thing. You realize that? We're up to 3 now, I need to remember that. I need to also not bother blowing my big hits on him, because he has that same HP locked at health bar thing I mentioned earlier. Of course he knows Ultima, why wouldn't he? Or you could just say he knows Ion Cannon. I cast Ion Cannon! Lou? A hell of a spell if you think about it. And in fact, it is a spell in Tor. For agents, specifically. There's the halfway point. Rise in the sky. We shall rise. Death Ball or something like that, Dakota? I know what you're talking about. What? Yeah, I think it was Hellball. Now that I think of it. Years of creation. Does he seriously going one-winged angel on me? Years of searching for the ultimate experience. It has brought us together to this place. So it shall all be concluded with one final duel. The real Dark Souls begins now. Okay. Okay. I get it. Oh, I can get up here. Is it Ganesha? I recognize it, but I don't know the name. How long do you think he spent designing this encounter for us? Just as a curiosity point. Just seeing if I can do it with just animation canceling. Looks like I can. It is Ganesha. Okay. Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Oh, those are getting mean. Yep. Ha! Sorry. What else you got? Time has come to rise further beyond. Ridiculous HP buff. So you want to play that game, Gotham? Destroy the orbs to increase your attack. Oh god, is this going to be a repeat of the snail boss? Because that was the best boss fight in the game so far. Oh, right. Hi, Stream Tears, or Steam Tears. Yeah, we're still not even scratching him. Look at that. Hundreds of thousands of damage. We're not even touching his HP. We need to even the score a little bit first. Not even worth trying. That's okay, we just need more damage boosts. Like I said, I know you guys didn't see the snail boss, but this is pretty similar. You can see in the upper right. We need to at least equal out that number. See? Up to 512 now. Now we're doing equal damage to his health. Equal. Not boosted. Whoops. I can go over the edge. Good to know. I wonder if we can go over. Lost track of how much damage we're doing, but I think you get the idea. We're doing equal damage to him. That's hysterical, Cyric. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just... I'm going to do reflect damage. Ugh! Oh. Oh. What's his multiplier up to? 2 million? Is that what that is? Okay. No, I did that wrong. Shoot. Yeah. Did that completely wrong. Ugh. Yeah. Stop trying at this point. Recovery mode. Oh, never mind. Wait, because I don't actually want to hit him yet. I would be doing no damage. There would be no point. In general, I do agree. Actually, if some of you may remember, I gave Paper Mario 1 and 2 a specific plus for the fact that they managed to make small numbers consequential, which I thought was a feat and a good thing for the design of the game. Like, it wasn't just the fact that they made them small. But the fact that they made them small and then, you know, had a well-balanced game by using small numbers worked very well, in my opinion. As opposed to what I consider its tonal opposite, which is, you know, FF13, where you hit in the hundreds of thousands early on. Alright, now he's ready to be broken. See what I did there? I can't tell how much damage I'm doing at this point. Yep, we're soloing a raid boss. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, you never soloed Airlinth before? Same deal. We're gonna get him close to breaking, but not actually breaking. How many digits? I can't track that kind of digits without a comma. If anybody wants to count, I mean, it's static on the screen, so you can count. I'm kind of busy right now. Okay. Wrong way, but sure, I'll take it. Nope, still not there. I admit, and anybody who watched the WoW lore run would know this, I love encounter design. I would love to design bosses for video games. And just encounters in general. And there we go. Break. Yes, I'm deliberately using neutral damage. What? What are we up to now? Anyone want to count that one? Hang on. I gotta have something physical here. So that's 100, 1,000, million, billion. We're up to 2 trillion. Oh, right. Duh. We're gonna stay in regen mode here. Not gonna block. That's true, Crazy Horse. This friggin' stun. It's okay, I don't want to break him yet anyways. Should be close enough. Nope, no cheating, Odin. We have not cheated on this playthrough. Is that right? Nope. I don't remember the angles. I don't remember the angles. Ah, whatever. In the face! I didn't have time to just try it. One thing I like that I haven't actually commented on, you don't get status effects immediately. You take lightning damage, and then a bar fills up slowly. By the time it fills, that's when you get the lightning status effect. Same with all the other ones, too. Not enough. I already answered that, Mr. Red. Who are you going to fight as the last boss of a video game? The encounter designer? Or the guy who manages the budget? Think about it. I don't know the angles on these at all, apparently. One more shot. Nope. Oh, I give up. Apparently, can't do these ones. Enough? Nope. This is what happens when you can't do the counter mechanic. You just kind of have to... At least they have a thing where you can slow mode it, which is what I'm currently doing. There we go. Now we're equal. Nope. God, I just give up. I just give up. Whatever. It's whatever. Just need to not die to this phase right now. So not die. So for this one, I'm going to actually do this. Or not, because I forgot I had the stun effect, so there's no reason to even try. We might not make this because of the stun effect. I have no idea how much damage I'm doing, but, you know, whatever. We're multiplying my damage by 2 trillion, so... So that would be 2 quadrillion now. So that's a glance. Now it's just doing whatever element it feels like. At the same time. Okay, that's much worse than I was thinking. Rather be burning than shocking. Yeah, we've entered chaos phase. Chaos, chaos. I'll take the quadrillion damage up there. Let's do it old-fashioned way. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Regular damage, then. Yeah, considering that's a mode, Rusty, I can't imagine that on that last fight. Holy crap. I'm out of water. Time. And thus the experience is over. Our desire has been fulfilled. Our purpose has been served. Oh, he's just right there. Okay, so that's what the hookup looks like. Gotham? What are you doing here? Foreign substance detected. Are you insane? Not on the instant matter construction. Yeah, you notice he can barely hold up his weight. You see that? Congratulations. Look at his face. Shakes our hand. You beat the challenge. And I gave you my word. Use the teleport over there. It'll bring you right to the server. Sergey, he's with you, no? I'm glad. From this day on, it'll all disappear. Vermilion Wasteland, the designer, my creations, my work. All gone. But I'm glad. After causing all this misery for so long, finally it is over. Please tell everyone that I'm sorry. Lee, you have to stop him. Yeah, no, remember, we're light and not strong. Time for me to log out. This is it. You reached the server. Nothing I can do here. Fixing the issues following the crash is beyond me, and access to the environment server remains blocked, despite what just happened. Why? Gotham. It's very unfortunate. This is on you, Sidwell. I didn't expect this to happen either. Why? Because of this business. Because it went on too long. That's why it happened. It's what you believe, anyway. Of course, this was not intended. It was you who pushed him into it. To be frank, I'm almost surprised this venture went on for as long as it did. Let's be honest, this whole interrogation program wasn't exactly a stable business model. Yet all things considered, it was a success. How, you wonder? Well, how could I possibly consider all this a success? Maybe I just wanted to keep a highly advanced AI technology away from the public, delaying the inevitable impact it would have on today's society. Of course not. It was just very profitable, really. Confidential information can sell incredibly well if you know the right people. Well, in the end, the power of empathy foiled my plans. Everybody fighting for the well-being of Evotars. He's smiling when he says that. And now that secret is out and so many players know about it, there's no way for me to continue. Honestly, there wasn't even any point waiting for you to storm this place. By the time you managed to escape the Evotar ground, I knew I wouldn't be able to run this business for much longer. Yet, it felt wrong to end things right away. I was curious. I wanted to just know how you'd attempt to reach the server. That's why I decided to wait. I told you he had a motive. A decision I now regret after what happened to Gotham today. I am sorry. Anyway, this business is over. Time to move on. You remember, don't you, the time we spent together in that room in the Vermilion Wasteland? Those days were strange indeed. Part of me hoped things could have stayed that way. That you'd remain oblivious to the truth. Then there's the other part that is glad you escaped. That you traveled the whole playground. Saw other places. It certainly was nice watching you out there. Farewell, Lee. Leaving just like this. You took 3 people, their talents, their dreams, and pushed them into your criminal schemes. How dare you even call this a business? How dare you just walk away like this? Damn it! Lee, it's time. Let's secure the data. Lee, you're back. Spheromancer Lee! Have you returned victoriously? Did it work? Yeah, we did it. We recovered backups for all Evotars I found on the server. Satoshi, Lucas, they're all safe. Meanwhile, it looks like Sidwell gave up on his business. He logged out and disappeared. What about Gotham? What happened? He committed suicide. What? It happened so quickly, there was nothing we could do to stop him. Also, you probably couldn't have stopped him anyways, if we're being completely blunt. Shizuka, I am sorry. Idiot. Now of all times, why would he do this now? Day after day, playing his stupid god figure, preparing those interrogations. I just thought he didn't care anymore. It was one thing I never considered, that it was him who took on the heavy burden, handling the worst parts of Sidwell's business. He must have lost control a long time ago. This was it. Our long journey was about to end. So, Sergei? Now that you've gathered the Evotars, now what? Well, I have to get in touch with Instantainment and explain everything. Hopefully, we will be able to create a proper future for Evotars that way. So what'll happen with Lee now? I'm afraid I cannot afford to keep her in the game much longer. I'm not allowed to do that in the first place. I really should not break company rules while I try to discuss the matter with them. But there's no need for her to log out right away. We can at least play for a little while, right? I suppose there's no reason to rush. Well, what are you waiting for? Off to the playground. Aw. So we should have the good ending. It all began when I set out to find my lost-long colleagues, my old friends. Back to where our journey started. By now those enemies are kind of a joke, huh? I bet you beat up plenty of those hedgehogs in the beginning. No, not at all. Those were easy peasy, right? Right, I forgot you were well prepared thanks to my amazing tutorial. Sure. Back then she was the only clue I had. This is why I put her into the game. Cold Bergen Trail. First mountain for every seeker to conquer. It's filled with cute little frog bunnies. I still feel bad about beating up so many of them. Now, Jorn. These little bunnies might seem cute, but they can cause quite a lot of havoc as well. Have you ever heard of the Great Frolic Plague? That isn't some history I do not want to hear. Thank you. I only wanted her to remember. Remember what happened. Tell me where I could find them. Finally! Our party has reached the blooming oasis to the east. The maroon tree in all its majestic glory was all but within a stone's throw. Wait. Indeed, the soothing breeze and calm waters were inviting for a little break. Alas, there was no time to waste. We had to continue our journey. Why? Sploosh. And so we kept playing, traveling the playground, hoping for memories to return. Back in the jungle. By the way, one thing I was wondering about. Back when you explored the jungle together with Grasshead, how often did you lose sight of him? What do you mean? Just look at your hair. It blends perfectly with the grass and plants. This is nonsense. So, how often? 1, 2, 3... You gotta be kidding me! I lied to her to keep her going, protecting her from the truth. Yet over time I noticed this growing feeling of guilt. This is a weird ending. Like, these cutscenes are nice, but the narration is completely unnecessary. Sapphire Ridge. Yeah, good times. I played this part together with Lucas. Trial of Patience was the best. He did the challenge in parallel, and I just kept miscounting on purpose. Lucas failed 3 times. That's funny. Well, he finally did it on his 4th attempt, because he kept pushing me into the pond whenever the bamboo tipped. Eventually, I understood what was going on. She was more than a means to an end. I finally realized I had found a new friend. It was very fortunate you spotted me together with Ivan back then. He seems really excited about Evotars. That will help a great deal when we start to talk with Instantainment. Oh, we were just talking about Ivan? No. Come on, I want to meet him already. Forget it. I bet he's amazing at barbecues, being a proper stakeholder and all. Go away. And then, before I knew it, it was already time to say goodbye. And we're all deleted forever. Unless we got the good ending. Certainly beats our small headquarters. Well, we had the connections, after all. So, the time has come. I'm not sure what else there is to say other than thank you very much for everything. We could not have done it without your help. We served justice where justice was due. Sergei, Lee will come back, right? Please promise. I can't give you that promise. I can only promise I will try the hardest. Lee, no hugs. I'm gonna miss you. Bye. You have to return. It has to happen. I'll try. Goodbye, Sherry. Bye. Another hug. Goodbye, Lee. I can finally witness the infamous hug. Whoa, hugs. She is totally a hugger. I mean, ignoring the fact that she's hugging everyone. Spheromancer Lee. Right. Lee, farewell. Now please unhand me. Bonk. Goodbye, small one. No, wait, this is awkward. Ah! No hugs! Seriously, how touchy can you even get? That's my cue. Good night. Sweet dreams, Lee. And she's never heard from again. No, I'm kidding. We're cool. We're cool. Hopefully. Now it's up to me to make sure we can meet again. That's it. What? Oh, come on! Okay, whatever. Developed by Radical Fish. I don't know, the mustache doesn't work for me. I know there's a post-credit scene. We can skip cutscene, which I'm tempted to do. But this is a pretty small team, so we'll just wait for a minute. Oh, pain. The sad news is, if I'll tab, yeah, it's gonna freeze. I'm in this game? Look right there, alongside Story. I agree, Taqueta. So, final thoughts, as I often am wont to do. First of all, there's a lot of good quality decisions here. That's why those positives are so high on the gameplay axis. However, the game really, really drags everything out way too much. It's like having an, well, I'm going to use a food analogy because I like to use food analogies. It's like having a Cadbury cream egg Except you have like a box of Cadbury cream eggs. And by the time you're through the third one, you're like, I still have 8 more of these to eat? That's the simplest and most succinct way I could explain my feelings on this game in one sentence. Really good sprite work, excellent animation, fantastic puzzle design in general. You know, combat was interesting, had proper animation canceling. Leveling was completely unnecessary because of just options and built-in design into the game. There's no such thing as mandatory white damage. You know, just there's a lot of really good design decisions here. But man, after a while, it's just, can we go? You know, can we go? Hey, Cosmos helped to develop this one. I also want to mention that you have to, Crazy Norse. You don't understand. You can't, unless you finish this package, you can't move on. The story was really weirdly paced. I've done a little looking into it, and here's I can tell the probable reason why the story was so bonkers was because of the fact that so much of that early 12 hours that we played through, that was all part of the beta and the early access stuff. So it looks like they effectively deliberately didn't have any narrative there because of the way they produced the game. It is worth noting that pretty much the moment we trip over that line and get on with it, pretty much the moment we start the raid and get captured, that's the moment the story, not the plot, the story actually gets going. So, theory crafting. I did a little looking into the background lore, too. Did you know that this is a cross-galactic society? And all these people are logging in from multiple different planets? It's interesting to think about. There's also these things, I don't know when they were added into the game. They're called strange journal entries, which hint at something else going on in the background. I'm not sure what. I don't know if that'll come up in the DLC thing, which I know they're working on. I wasn't able to find a lot of information on it. Yeah, instant FTL communication cross-galactic. There's also hints that there's a artificial intelligence thing in their history. Oh, by the way, the Great Colony Wars, which they've actually referenced a few times in-game, were 1,000 years ago. And that was the last war humankind has had, was a millennia ago. Yeah, they actually call it quantum, I wrote it down. Quantum porting is the term for it in universe. Yeah, I have to admit, until I did a little looking into it, I sort of assumed this was system locked, like most, you know, low-level FT or low-level science fiction is. Like this is one of Jupiter's moons or whatever. But no, this is just a moon in the southeast quadrant of the galaxy somewhere that a company bought and developed into an MMO. Which is actually funny because, I mean, ironically, I would say in-universe, if I lived in this galaxy, I probably wouldn't play this MMO because it just doesn't have enough content. I mean, it's neat and all, but God. Come on, where's our content patches? Let's go. Where's the next expansion? God. Yeah, by the way, the Colony Wars were specifically fought over resources. They say that outright. Yeah, sadly, I am not in this list. I wasn't even aware of this game until you guys put it forwards for a run. Yeah, that's fair. Early access MMO, and the fact that this is kind of prototype. Like WoW Vanilla. What? I said it. WoW Vanilla was a prototype. Nobody knew it was going to take off the way it did, except for me. Sorry, I don't mean to brag. I did call that. Yeah, I remember that, von Falkenstein. We're down to the P's now. There's a Reploid sham who supported this run. There's a Twilight Link here. What's a popsicle joke? Oh, now we're down to the B's. I will admit, my issues with this game, so I like to categorize my negatives into things that are patchable and things that aren't. I think like one of my negatives for this game is patchable, and that's the way they do shortcuttings for the menus. Having 3 separate menus which you can't individually shortcut specific aspects of is kind of irritating. And by kind of, I mean was a constant irritant the entire game. That could be patched. I don't think they could patch any of my other issues with the game. You know, the padding, the Dragon Age 2 syndrome, the overworld design. Yeah, I saw that on Wolkenstein. Meanwhile, in the Vermilion Wasteland. I'm curious if this post-credit saying, hey, it's totally not Sidwell. He had a point. Oh, I should grab the controller. Where did it end up? There it is. He had a point. Those clips really do not make any sense. He's totally Sidwell. I'm telling you. That confirms it right there. That was something that the Lucas avatar said. So first of all, Katron shouldn't actually be able to access the Vermilion Wasteland at all. And second of all, the fact that he's specifically referencing a conversation between Evotar Lucas, yeah, no. That's totally Sidwell. I'm here. Did he call already? Not yet. We're still waiting. You should contact us any minute now. Hello, everyone. Good day, Sergey. Good to see you again. It's been quite some time. Bonjour. Cut to the chase. Well, I have great news. Instantainment agreed on a research project within the playground. We'll be able to get Evotars back in the game in a few months. Does that mean, yes, Lee will return? Dear, get off the table. A new future lies ahead of you. Stars. Wonder what will happen next. This marks the beginning of the post-game episode. It'll be an addition to the game to be released eventually. You can save here to start the post-game once it's available. And to my knowledge, it actually is still not available. I will go ahead and let's just make a new one. There we go. Metaspace. You ponder about returning to the past. That allows you to go skip the final raid and dungeon. Interesting. Yeah, I was actually having a really hard time finding information because I saw a post from them on their site from last December, almost a year ago, saying, "Hey, we're trying to port this to the consoles." For those of you not aware, this game came out on consoles this July. So, one more thing to test. One last thing. New Game Plus. So you have to do achievements to get it. Things that cannot be carried over. Key items, context, quest progress, or statistics. Yeah, okay, sure. So, level. Exp times. We can disable exp. Hang on, what do we got here? Oh, I can't get Sergey hacks. Prepare to high. Every hit instantly kills you. So that's the Oko mode. Start with only one dash. That is 3 frame times the invincibility and less ending lag. Overload is disabled, meaning you can element as long as you wish. Doubles the length of all consumable items. Remove all shade blocks in the circuitry. You're always at max SP, and combat arts do not consume SP. Every time you do a perfect dash, time slows for a few seconds, and just tons and tons and tons and tons of damage. You can also change item cooldowns. half regen or no regen. All enemies scale to you. Normal enemies will be more aggressive. Regular enemies always go red instead of yellow. Scroll down a bit more. Enemy does 90 or 1.5 times, 2 times, or 4 times damage. You can only do level 1 combat arts. You can only do level 2 combat arts. Healing out of combat is only possible at landmarks. Using the map is possible only at landmarks. Skip the intro. Don't be able to unlock trophies. Ice physics are always toggled. And then this is the stuff we can carry over. Just out of curiosity here. Can't keep everything with a normal playthrough. That's interesting. You can only pick one of these. And we don't even have enough to try the death mode. Okay. You're probably wondering what I'm thinking about. So I don't like this. Let's start with that. And that's what I'm starting with. I've never liked this kind of system, and I never will. We talked about this when we went to Tales of Vesperia. No, we have to buy what we carry over. That's what I don't like. We have to do in-game actions to earn points to spend on New Game Plus, and I've never liked that system. We had a really long discussion about that during Tales of Vesperia. Now, this seems more lenient than the Tales of Vesperia, than the Tales of methods I've seen before, because on a typical playthrough in a Tales game, in my experience, you get to carry forward like 2 things. Like, I could carry forward equipment, and that would be it. That, I'm pretty sure, ended up being a negative. This is at least more lenient. On a normal playthrough, I have enough points to carry forward, level, and equipment, money, elements, and maybe get, like, quad X, right? But I've never liked being able to I've never liked having to buy New Game Plus stuff. If all of this was a toggle, just a straight toggle without purchasing it, this would be 2 positives, no questions asked. But the fact that I have to buy this stuff, and I am limited on how much I could buy in any given playthrough, because there's only so many achievement points that can exist, is not something that I like at all. I can't even try out Sergei hacks, for example. Or Witch Time. I do like the fact that there's negative things here too, but why do they cost points? Why do I have to spend 1,000 points to add hard mode? Like, where's Oko load? Where's Oko mode? Prepare to high. Okay, that's super cheap. So that's why I'm sitting here debating how I want to rate this. I'm going to pull up my Vesperia review and see what we did with that. See, I knew there was a New Game Plus mode because a couple people mentioned it, but I didn't know the format. Usually New Game Plus is like, yeah. I don't know, Ventures. I imagine it's buy and forget. Wow, we ended up giving no positive or negative to Tales of Vesperia. We just we made it a wash. I don't like that. I would rather give a positive and a negative if I was to do that now. You know, New Game Plus with options, but purchase New Game Plus. I think that's what we'll do. We'll give a positive and a negative. One positive, one negative. There, positive and negative. Well, possibly Von Falkenstein. I will admit I can only think of one game with New Game Plus that is a JRPG. Excuse me, one franchise. That's a JRPG. That has New Game Plus. That does that. That's the Tales of series. Dragon Quest doesn't even have New Game Plus. Most FFs don't have New Game Plus, and if they do, it's full, like Chrono Trigger or FF10-2. Point in fact, New Game Plus is actually quite rare, even now. Considering it's been out since 96 or so. Or no, 98, whatever. No, Darth Tyrant. That would probably rate exactly the same for me, for what is effectively the exact same reason. Assuming the relative value was still... So again, assuming that in a normal playthrough, which I did, that I could unlock, 8 things, meh. I prefer New Game Plus over post-game, generally speaking, but that's because post-game is... it's just more game at that point. And that's fine, and that can work, but often is just kind of... That's another thing. I'm never replaying this game. Just resonate. I just wrote in there, the suicide of Gotham was awesome. I realized I should probably rewrite that because it just reads a little bit strange. What the heck is DDDA, Von Falkenstein? So that leaves us with... Well, good. These people probably deserve to be supported. Dragon's Dogma. Got it. That leaves us with a +9 to story. Almost all of which is from the latter half of the game. Wait. Hang on just a second. Hey, Red Storm. Welcome to the very end of the stream. We're discussing and debating some final points and negatives for this game right here. See, I thought the Trails of system didn't do a buy system. Tessie. Yes, I've reviewed plenty of games with no story negative ventures. In fact, several of them have been recent. It's not that uncommon. A lot of story elements tend to be just there rather than bad. And plenty of games have so little story that they don't really have much positive or negative. Oh well, doesn't matter. +9 to story. Gameplay-wise, that's going to be, I think, a +8? Yes, I'm right. +8 to gameplay overall. That's pretty impressive considering there were 9 negatives to gameplay. But no, that does actually sound about right. There's a lot of good design decisions, which are hampered by a lot of bad design decisions. +9 +8 is actually a really good score, though. I am astonished that this is this high. This is also absolutely getting the coffee label. 100% certainty. I was pretty sure about that relatively early on, but by this point, no. No question. Yes, Gum Gum. Or neither would be the correct answer. Putting up the cheat flag because I looked up a few puzzles. Hate that. Hang on, so back. 27 hours, 3 minutes. That's what I wanted to know. Well, I always put the reason for the cheat next to it. So anybody who thinks that's cheating, they can be like, yep, he's a filthy cheater. And anybody who doesn't can say, nope, that doesn't count as cheating. That's why we do it that way. It irritates me to put up the cheat flag, but the cheat flag isn't really binary. It's binary with explanation, right? It is yes or no, but if it's yes, there's a why. So, looked up puzzle walkthroughs, like I said. This outranks Persona 5. I enjoyed it more. When did we start this run?